Hello, this is In the Tub with Broadway. You alright?
I'm
Good. Well, that's the purpose of that card gone. Yeah, we can't think before we start. Are we alright?
Yeah.
I gotta pee a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
That's what the tub's for.
That's a nightmare. No, I'm the one in this tub. You don't
just
just walk into a person's house and piss on him. This is not how it's done over here. Yeah, alright, well if we're comfy we'll start the interview. And we're trying not to pee ourselves.
Alright, I do my best.
I've already done it.
I got swim trunks on, so it really doesn't matter either way for me.
Yeah, but it matters to me.
Why is that?
I'll have pee on me.
You won't see it because of the bubbles.
Yeah, but it'll be there. That's even worse. Secret pee.
The secret pee.
I actually am a big fan of secret pee.
I don't want this. Oh dear. Let's just do the interview. Let's. You've just started the UK leg of your European tour. What are the audiences usually like in the UK, and how are they different from the rest of the world?
Well, we just played our first show in the UK yesterday.
Well, go by that one.
Okay. I will say they're a little older than what we're used to.
More attentive.
Yeah, a lot more attentive. USA, they kind of just like, they kind of just sit there. They kind of just, stand there and watch you play, and it's more of the cool thing to do than it is like the fun thing to do. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they enjoy live music here much more than they do in the US.
That's cool. You alright?
I'm just. You said to get comfy.
Yeah, I've pissed in those bubbles. How do you feel America's post-hardcore scene differs from the one in the UK? Or if you just answered that in that last question.
America's is like non-existent.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, pretty much right now. I'm not non-existent, just not as big as it used to be. It probably had more pull a couple of years ago. Yeah. Now it's pretty much like everybody's.
Every time you proper emphasise, a bit of bubble flies out.
It's pretty much like all the kids that used to go to the shows, they're all in college and stuff now. You know what I mean, they can only make it out so many times. I mean, when they do, they're very supportive, but for the most part, the scene's kind of died down a little bit.
So the UK's better.
So far.
It's been cool. No, we'll just take that verbatim. We'll just use that as a quote. That's fine. Have you ever had a near-death experience?
Oh.
Yes.
Together, actually.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, we flipped our van.
Flipped it?
Flipped our van on the interstate, across the interstate.
There was a semi coming toward us, and we were flipping.
We went like that and rolled across the highway. Yeah.
Scary.
How?
Chips, salsa.
This is bad driving.
Yeah,
bad driving. Not from us. From somebody
but how
else.
do you just I'm bad at driving.
What happened?
I've never rolled across anything.
We started drifting, and the person in the seat overcorrected.
All right.
And that turned it like this, so the trailer's behind us, and the tires caught against the friction of the road.
And just kept rolling.
And so it started going left and just rolled.
Did you have your seatbelts on?
No.
We were all laying down.
Mavericks.
Yeah.
Crazy. You're lucky to be here.
I put my no, we are. It's seriously, when we the cops got there, and the cop was like, "I'm gonna be honest, I got 7 body bags in my trunk because I thought I was pulling away bodies." Yeah. When I got the call.
Scary. It was scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a question from Twitter. We talked to Twitter, and Twitter.
How's Twitter doing?
It's all right. He's a bit depressed because people keep. I don't know. I didn't have an end to that.
We were almost there.
Oh, we nearly did a great bit of banter, but no, back to staccato weirdness. Luke James on Twitter asks, what's your favourite style of underwear on women?
On women?
On women.
Oh.
And it says here, brackets, French knickers, thongs, etc. So that's the kind of...
I'm not a thong man, but I like those like booty shorts, lace booty shorts.
Oh, clever.
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend, and I'm not going to reveal her underwear.
Yeah, but you could always just say that you don't like her knickers.
I like the underwear she wears.
What does she wear?
She wears nice ones.
What colour is it?
All of the colours.
All of the colours. She wears Technicolor pants.
Yeah,
She should get together with Joseph and they can make a range. You released a cover of The Lonely Islands I'm on a Boat on YouTube a few years ago.
Yes,
it's now got 1.5 million views.
Yeah.
Did you expect that?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's honestly why we did it, was just get our name out there, get a little more promotion. We thought it'd be a funny thing to do, because it was a pretty funny joke on a lot of levels. One being that the song was so old at that point, there was no reason to cover it at all. Like usually when people cover a song, it's like it came out that week and they were like, oh, let's do this, and we'll get hyped, and then people get into all like the parodies and stuff like that. And we were like, okay, let's just do this fucking song that has been out for like a year. It's not funny anymore. And
the joke's died. Let's hash it again.
Right, exactly. And then we did it in a way where like we added like this completely uncharacteristic huge breakdown in the middle of it. That's just not, if you listen to our music, that's really not us at all. But because that's what other bands were doing at the time, they were like, they were releasing these covers of like pop songs and stuff like that. Then they would it was basically the song with guitars, and then they would put a breakdown in it. That was essentially the formula. And it was just it. Yeah. So we were kind of like doing a parody of that in a sense.
Yeah.
And then the song itself is a parody of hip hop music.
It's a parody and a parody and a
Right,
parody.
exactly.
It's Inception.
It was Inception before Inception.
Yeah, exactly. They went deeper into you.
Right, it was coverception.
Yeah. They made it about you.
Right, exactly.
When they're in the van. Have you seen Inception?
Yeah, they're okay.
See?
We're gonna.
Inception is a really, really loosely based biog of Broadway.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
And you collect royalties on that one.
A lot of things add together. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in your band, so that's another thing.
You know, I told Chris Nolan about that story. And he fucking stole it, man. Like, this is bullshit.
Realizations right here that you're owed royalties and quite successful.
Get a lawyer.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
We'll see about that.
First Vanilla Ice, and now you guys. This is the final question.
Okay, here we go.
Don't rush me.
All right.
It's the final question.
We're almost there.
That was a bit much. I don't know. I'm kind of upset now. All right, fine.
Just ask us the question already.
Stop it, please. This is timed.
Okay.
You've got 30 seconds to name me as many hit Broadway musicals as possible. Go.
Rent.
Phantom of the Opera. Lion King.
Cats.
Joseph and the Amazing Color Dreamcoat.
Yeah.
Hairspray.
Grease.
The Producers.
Green Day on Broadway.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. You got 12 seconds.
Les
Miserables.
What's the one?
That's not
the Puerto Ricans, Jets and Shark. What is that?
Grease.
No,
30 seconds. Congratulations, you got 11.
That was pretty good.
That averages at least like one every 3.
Oh, you asking everybody that?
No, you're just called Broadway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you for coming.
There's something in there. There's like knowledge in there. Your hands are very cold.
Yeah.
I'm very cold myself. Then we ran out of hot water while we were running this, so this is probably the coldest thing that we've ever done. But this has been Broadway in the tub. Good.
Sweet.
Aid. Aid. I know.
I'm taking the piss, right? That's what it's, right? Am I using that?
Oh, you don't use that in America? I was wondering why you put so much emphasis on it. I was like, yes, you are. What?